In terms of operational health and safety, a lot of designers don't realise until it's too late that sitting in front of the computer for 12, 14 hours a day is actually not that good for you. I use something called the Pomodoro approach, which is where you download a timer called the Pomodoro timer. I don't actually know where the name came from because that's Italian for tomato. I don't know, but it's becoming known in design circles as the Pomodoro time system, which is where you download a timer. It sits on your computer desktop and you set it for 30 minutes. And when that 30-minute timer goes off, you get up, you walk around, go make a cup of tea, go and make a phone call standing up, go and do something that is not you sitting at your desk. And just the act of getting up and walking around will change your eye focus. It will change your muscles if you can do some stretching and things as you're waiting for your cup of tea to be boiled. And it's just that case of disconnecting from the computer screen for 5 minutes, then coming back, set the timer again, and then the 30-minute timer will let you know again when it's time to get up, because it's very easy to lose track. And before you know it, you've done 4, 5, 6 hours sitting in the same position. I actually have a friend who didn't engage in this approach, and aged 40, she now has a slight graphic designer's hump. And so I recommend that you do whatever it takes to avoid that. In terms of putting together a folio, for graduates, I think it's quite important to show process in your folio, because these days it's very easy to download a font, download an image, download all of the elements that you need to make your piece of graphic design. And so you essentially can be just an assembler of other people's work. So if you are creating the piece from scratch, if you're hand drawing that logo, if you are taking a photograph, if you're setting up a packaging design so that you can actually take a product shot of it, it's really nice to have sort of behind the scenes sketches or behind the scenes photographs, just so that people can see that there's a process involved and that you did actually create this thing from scratch. I think including that in your folio is a really good idea. Another issue that students have with their folio is they try and include everything they've ever done, and I find that is not necessarily the best approach. It's good to have a folio that's flexible, so it might be that you might go for a branding job, and so your folio should be reconfigured so that it just shows your best branding work. If you're then going for an illustration project, you should take out the branding and put in just the stuff that shows your best illustration work. You need to tailor your folio to whoever is going to be looking at it. Don't put in everything you've done and show that you're very good at doing lots of things, unless of course the job that you're going through is for flexibility and versatility. But I still wouldn't put in more than between 6 to 10 pieces into your folio. It would be better to pad out each piece, so actually show more elements of each project and show the process working up to the finished product, rather than showing 27 logos, for example.